right, ready? All set? You all right back there, Molly?
Yeah.
All right, so we are here in Hilton Head, South Carolina, to look at the biggest sailboat that we have ever checked out, to potentially purchase it. This boat is called a Pan Oceanic 46. Holy crap, Tambi, we're about to look at a 46-foot sailboat.
Yikes.
Man, I don't know, we'll see. This particular sailboat, it popped up on the market yesterday and we jumped on it super quick, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We're a little intimidated already by the size, but I don't know, we can handle it, right, Tambi?
I think so.
We'll find out.
A few moments later.
All right, we are inside the pilot house section of this boat. And unfortunately, we've already decided that we don't want this one. My head is touching the ceiling right here. I don't think that the ceiling height is normally that low on this boat. However, as you can see up there, all of those boards and things that have been added, I think that may have reduced the standing headroom in this boat. I mean, I'm here in the middle of the salon, which I would have to think that, goodness gracious, there should be at least 6 feet here. But yeah, I think that alone is enough to probably rule this boat out. But with that said, one thing that this boat has going for it is, I would say, structurally and mechanically, I think it's in pretty good shape. We're still going to do like the boat tour because we're going to get a video out of this trip. I mean, we drove all the way to Hilton Head, and you know, it's interesting to do a tour of these boats anyway, so we're still going to do that. But I'm afraid we are going to go ahead and rule it out for us.
Yep.
This foredeck is absolutely enormous. This is a flush deck boat. If you haven't noticed, gosh, what a large, expansive, open deck. What do you think of that, Tamby?
I like the deck.
Double spreader rig there. They call this a sloop, but it actually does have this inner stay here, which, I don't know, I always thought that would have been a cutter with that inner stay. I don't know. Do what, Molly? That is called a mast pulpit, I think. Like if you were up here on deck and you were messing with the winches and stuff, trying to reef the sails or something while the boat's all rolly and out in the ocean, this keeps you from falling off the boat. So you can lean up against it just like you are. You like that? It's missing the matching one on the other side is missing, which I think is what all these ugly goopy patches are. Looks like they have it sealed up pretty good with just piles and piles of caulking, but it doesn't look great, but I don't know, it doesn't really scare me.
How about like a breakdancing party?
Yeah, do it. Okay. I don't know. I was expecting more. Not bad though. Nice moves. Just the scale of this boat is unreal. Like I could just about walk under this mast if this, I guess that's a boom vang is what you call that. I mean, look at this. The mast is at like shoulder height. Yeah, the boom. Thank you, Tamby. Dodger definitely needs some work. The canvas doesn't look too bad. The stitching all looks like it's probably okay, but then the glass part of it, very clouded. I don't know, this might clean up a bit. All right, back here in the cockpit now. Molly is at the helm. All right, we're looking at the hard top here. This is a hard bimini that is just over the cockpit, very nice. I guess that is fiberglass, but it seems pretty darn tough. The boom and the mast are, I don't know how new to call them, but this boat actually had in-boom furling when the owner bought it, and he switched over to slab reefing. So this is a new boom. I think that some or all of the rigging has been replaced. The terminals are most certainly new. I do not know for sure about the wire, and I do not know about the chain plates, but from what I can tell, the hardware and everything looks to be in pretty darn good condition. What makes me kind of wonder is these turnbuckles here. They kind of have that, you know, I don't know, that patina to them that makes them look a bit older than the rest of the rigging. But the chain plates, from what I can see, look to be in pretty good shape. These little cover plates here do need to be removed and properly rebedded with some hardware, but they're just kind of floating up right here right now. This particular turnbuckle here, which is, I guess, the I don't know, the one that goes halfway up the mast, forward port side. I can't remember what you call those, lower shrouds, I guess. As you can see, it has a bit of a bend in it, so some kind of an impact happened right there. So at least this lower stud right there probably needs to be replaced, but maybe this whole unit here might need to be removed and inspected just to be sure everything's good to go. And by the way, that reminds me, this particular boat, if anybody is interested, there actually is a survey that was done 1 month ago. You know, so request that survey. There's lots of information there that goes over some of the things this boat needs. Obviously, a lot of the you know, a lot of the work that has gone into it, but it does you know, clearly detail out a lot of the projects that still do need to occur with the boat. So anyways, a survey is available upon request. The mainsail here is as far as I know, the mainsail is practically new. I mean, it looks pretty darn new to me. And I think it's actually going to be in great shape. This may be, you may be wondering why the heck is this, if this boat is basically in storage mode right now, why is the sail still on and that kind of thing. I guess that's a good time to kind of explain what the situation is with this boat, at least kind of a basic explanation. The previous owner of this boat actually recently passed away, so family members are liquidating this boat right now. So that might explain, why the boat is the way that it is, right now. So yeah, just a little detail there. The owner spent all kinds of money on this boat, and I'm about to show you one of the biggest upgrades that this boat has, and that is the Yanmar engine, which from what I have heard has less than 100 hours on it. So I'm going to open up these floorboards here in the pilot house area and take a look at that Yanmar. Oh my word, that's heavy. I was thinking it was fastened down, but it's just the weight of it. Holy moly. All right. Yeah. Yeah, these boards are crazy heavy. All right, there she is, 110 horsepower Yanmar. This thing is a baby. I mean, 100 hours on this engine. I don't even know what one of these things cost. I'm kind of scared to even know. I mean, I would guess at the very least the engine plus the installation into the boat probably cost upwards of $20,000. And as you can see, a lot of the electronics are very neatly arranged over there, going all the way around. Ta-da! That is a generator. This is a BMZ generator. I'm not real sure of, I don't know too much about generators, but there's the information panel. It has 191 hours on it. On the port side aft in this pilot house is all the breaker panels here. And then right next to the pilot house steering is the second small panels here on the side. Alright, this is in the galley once again. You will notice the oven is completely just not there. This is, I don't know what this is. This is an ice box, or Tamby, what is this little box here in the corner? Pardon me while I consult the Admiral.
Is probably my most favorite thing on this boat. You ready?
The engine would be my favorite thing. What is it? It's a wine chiller, isn't it?
It's an ice maker.
Ice maker. Oh man, Tamby.
Actual ice maker.
That is pretty freaking swanky. And then what do you have down here?
This here is a double fridge freezer combo. Little drawers here.
12 volt.
12 volt.
Yep, runs on 12 volts.
There you go.
Lots of room.
Yeah.
This is looking aft in the salon area. The beautiful Tamby there for scale. Lots of storage over there on the port side. Little lockers and cubbies and different things like that. It's a U-shaped. This is what would be a settee. The table, I'm not sure where it went because there's not any kind of like mounting holes in the floor or anything for a pedestal or something like that. So if there was a table, I'm not sure how it was suspended. But yeah, the table is absent. This is looking over on the starboard side. And there's another little berth up there really high off to the side too. Storage underneath and a kind of a removable panel that you can pull out of there. So yep, all these lockers and things over here. Little cubbies, loads of toilet paper. That stuff could have gone for a premium about a year ago. And this is in the forwardmost cabin that you're looking at here, a big Pullman's berth off to the port side. Lots of little drawers here. Another little locker there up high. Air conditioner duct in there. There are 2 air conditioning units in this boat somewhere. Haven't seen those yet, but they are around here somewhere. Big hanging locker here, starboard side of the forward cabin. And here we have the anchor locker at the forward end of the forward cabin. Good guy. I'm dying. Oh, let me out. Oh, it's like 100 degrees.
More than 100.
Yeah, more than 100, yeah. Oh, all right. Oh, all right.
Can you lay down up there?
Stay down here. I think I'm probably laying it the wrong way.
Yeah, I think you are.
All right.
But
just to give you a sense of scale here. Yeah, not too bad. You like that? Gotta watch this one. Bam!
Yeah.
What was that noise? Bam! In the middle of the night.
Yeah. I think you would have your head down.
Yeah, this would be the head of the bed. But yeah, I mean, pretty much anywhere in this boat, I can touch my head to the ceiling. So, yeah, again, I'm not sure if this was the standard ceiling height or if the previous owners, you know, redoing this ceiling liner, if that dropped the height somehow. But I'm so shocked that there's so little standing headroom. So, I don't know, if you're 6 feet or more, this may not be the boat for you. But if you happen to be Molly's height, perfect! How tall are you, Molly?
I don't know.
Another just general thing, you know, just concerning kind of the color scheme and such as that in this boat is a lot of this, pretty much all of the white has been painted. I mean, all of this wood here, that's the original finish and the original wood. So somebody along the way, you know, came through and, you know, painted all this stuff. You know, a term that I like to use and a term that I picked up from a good buddy of mine named Chris is he calls it, what does he say? He says that the boat has been Home Depot'd. And that's when you use like residential materials and such as that on a boat, and it has this kind of result. And if that's the look you're going for, if that's the finish you're going for, you know, fine. I think there's a time and a place to save some money with some Home Depot, you know, supplies and paint or fittings and such as that. But you know, it can result in, you know, a finish like this. All right. So what are your thoughts, Tampy?
The sheer size of this boat, being a 46-foot boat, is huge. I mean, we're going from 32 feet, our first sailboat ever, to a 46-foot boat. That seems just insane.
You think it's too much for us? I mean, based on what though? Like what's intimidating you?
Based on just, it's a bigger boat, and we like to go places where bigger boats don't go.
Yeah, you mean like anchoring spots and stuff?
Yeah, I'm not saying we need to go to 32 feet again, but
yeah.
I'm saying a boat that has a shallower draft that is in the 38 to 40 foot range, I think would be better for us.
What about 42 feet?
If it has a shallower draft, I think 42 might work.
Yeah, okay. But so that's kind of your takeaway, getting on something this big?
I think that after being on a boat that is this big, considering purchasing it is too big.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's kind of the thing about these trips, is a lot of times it could be taken as this big waste of time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I mean, you just don't know until you get on these boats,
yeah.
and you learn something from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. I do think, for us at least, I think 46 feet that's a little too big.
Yeah, and you know, the reason we came to look at this one being this big was just because it seemed like it was going to be a really good deal.
Yeah, and the flush deck, we really like that, and the new engine and all that stuff. Yeah.
But I think that 46 is too big.
Yeah.
And even with like the pilot house here, like 40, it feels huge out here on the deck area, but like down below, for me personally, it doesn't feel like a 46. So if I'm getting a 46-foot boat, I want it to feel like a 46-foot boat in the inside too.
Well, I think if the pilot house were like salon and galley and that kind of thing, it would feel way bigger. Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, and that aft berth down below, just
that's a good spot for Molly.
It's a good spot for Molly, yeah, because it didn't have, I mean, you couldn't even stand in there either. So.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, we're learning, baby.
Yeah, we're learning.
We're getting closer. Every one that doesn't work out is one boat closer to the right one.
That is the truth.
Right?
Yep.
All right, excellent. Great sharing your thoughts, honey.
Thank you.
All right, we're out of here. Really cool boat, just not for us, unfortunately. Headroom is just too short, and you know, it's got quite a bit of TLC that thing needs. You know, for the right person, it'd be a great boat. I think it's what you would call a boat with great bones. You know, it's definitely not one of those that's just too far gone and it's hopeless, but it is one that kind of needs somebody who has that handyman kind of mentality and wants to kind of pick up where the previous owner left off with you know, all the investments that he made into it. But yeah, interesting boat. The asking price on it right now is $60, and I guess I could just encourage you that if you were at all interested in this, reach out to the owner. I know that they want to get this boat sold. So yeah, it could really be an opportunity for the right person. All right, as far as we are concerned, the search continues. Look at the size of that winch. That winch. Yeah. Good job keeping those sun rays off of you, Molly.
It's hot.
You inherited your dad's pasty white, sunburn susceptible skin, so I'm sorry about that.